I had to wrestle that steering column in. Now I just got to put the stuff on it. Wait, let me put the other piece in. It's down in here. Which is this little piece right here. Or bolt, I should say. There we go. Now I gotta bring in the rest of it. Put this in first. Just go down on the bottom. Okay, there's that. Then I got a new trick for this, which I hope it works. Then we'll find out if it's going to or not. Maybe, maybe not. But I waited till it got a little cooler instead of doing this in the heat. When you got emphysema, it don't work that too good when you're working in the heat too. So I had to wait till it actually cooled down before I was able to do anything. So let's see. Alright, we got this up here. And we got this. It goes right here. Let's put this on. I gotta go get I got it right there. 9/16. Should be. Yep, 9/16. Let me grab my other one. Put it in. Sorry about the noise. There's that one. There's that. All right, here's my little trick. I have these bolts right here. The dog chain link fences, you can get like 6 foot. You can put your dog in, stuff like that. I had one probably a good 11 years ago, something like that. Got it for a dog. I got Max, which you've seen Max on here, the white dog. And I was gonna leave him in there, whatever, and I was like, nah. So I wound up fencing the back of the property off, which is a little bit. Then I fenced all the way around, so I got like 600 total feet of fence. So he runs around in all that 600 feet, which is back here, which you can see needs mowed. All that back there. Then I got the side fence over there. You can actually probably see the fence. See the post right there behind me? Let's see. There's a gate over there by that white car. Then the rest of the fence over there you can see at some point. But I got that all fenced off for them to run around in. But I had that chain link fence. I had it around the carport for a while, which is right there. That carport right there. I had it around that for a while because the dogs were getting onto it, chewing my lawnmower seat up. So they don't chew the lawnmower seat up now. They got other stuff to chew on, like sticks and stuff like that. So I got that, and then I took it down, but I wound up giving it to I had a renter over here, which is my niece's husband. I gave it to him for his chickens. So then I took it out. Then these are left. These I had left over from that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it in and see if hopefully it'll work. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. First, I'm gonna put it like that through one of the holes. Which, see these holes? There's holes right here. Like, see this hole right here? Now, it won't fit through that, but it will fit through this backside. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna tighten it up there. But I'm gonna have to figure out and see which way I want to do it. It may not work the one way I want to do it, but we'll find out here in a second. So I'll put it in like this. On each side. So it's up like that. And I want to see where it'll wind up at on both sides to see if I can get it to work. So what I'm thinking about doing here is, because these are long enough to work, I just got to level them out to work. So I can take it down about that far. As long as I still got enough room here to bring it through, and put this other one here on, which is like the top of it right here, and find out and see if I can screw this one down to bring this up. If I can get it to hold like this one right here. See how I got this one right here? You got a nut up top, a nut down here at the bottom, and then one down here at the bottom piece. So I can tighten that up, and it'll tighten this whole thing up. Well, let me see. I think it's a 1/2 inch, which I didn't grab. Yeah, I don't think I grabbed my 1/2 inch. Yeah, I didn't grab my 1/2 inch. Okay, which I need to grab a hell. Well, I got a 14. 14 work? Yeah, 14 will work. Then I can go in and untighten this one and bring this one up to tighten it. Maybe. If I can get it to cooperate. There we go. Okay. Now all I gotta do is level that. I want it right about here. So I gotta go out on both sides. Here, let me bring this out. Put one on this side. I gotta see. So I need to go a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Bottom, top. No, I'd have to put this on the top, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'd have to put it on the top. So let me see if I can get these on. Let me see if I can get this without having to take it back off again. Okay, there's one. Alright, let me see if I can get a top one in. Maybe. Sorry I don't have much of a clearer shot because I don't have nobody else to film. To actually film me doing something. I don't have famous YouTuber money yet. You know, I don't have that famous YouTube money. And again, once you think about it, I may never have that famous YouTube money. So go figure. I would use these two, but I'm not going to need washers like that, the lock washers. I mean, I could use them, but I'm not going to. I'm just improvising and adapting to my situations right now since I don't have enough money to just have it sent in and redo the whole vehicle. Maybe one day I'll have that, but it's not now. But then again, when I die and give stuff to my niece and nephews, maybe they'll have that kind of money. Then they can do what I wanted done to the Jeep in the first place, or the Camaro, or whatever vehicle they have. Just depends on them. And I'll give a closer look to what I'm doing. Which I'm probably sure you all can guess what I'm doing. There we go. Let me get this bottom one. Alright, let me see, 14, try 9/16 here. Alright, let me try this 14 again here. Alright, let me try to get this tight up to the top here. Okay. Now, of course, I'm probably going to have to revamp that. But here, let me take you out of here and show you what I did. Here, let me do it this way. Hold on. All right, I took this one. See this bottom one right here? Now I go from up here at the top. I take this one, I bring it down to tighten this up. See how tight this is? It's not going nowhere, right? Then I gotta work on these back here though, to kind of keep it where it's supposed to be, like right here. I gotta see if I can work that out to get that right there on the other side. So let me try that and see that. Hopefully I can. We'll find out here in a second. If not, I may have to use something else to do that. Let's see. All right, that's better. Okay. All right, let's put that back in there. All right, that works. Key comes out. All right, let's see if I can hook up here. See if I can get you. Hey, let's try this. Let's see if I can put you right here and see what you can see. Because I gotta hook these up right here. So I got this to hook up, which goes right here. Let me hook this in. That's for like the turn signals and stuff like that, right? Now this other piece goes here, so I've got this one goes here. And this other one goes right here. If I can get it to go in there. There we go. There's those. So let's see what happens when I hook the battery up. So hopefully I won't lose you here. All right. Let's see what happens when I hook the battery up. Now, right now, I cannot turn my fuel pump on because I don't have my switch. I don't have my switch for this right here, which I need to go get. I need to go in there and get that. But let's see. Turn signals work. Let's see this back one. See right here? Turn signal works right here. Here, let me shut it off. Turn it on. So let's go to the front. See if the front works. So you can see this one. See this one right here? There's the other one. Let's take you to the back corner over here. They all work? Uh-oh. Looks like they don't all work. Wonder if I blew one. Well, that's something. Okay, let me do this. All right, this one may be, okay, something happened right here. This one over here works. This one works. But this back one does not work. So I might have blew this one. So this one I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to check that one. Let's see if this will turn over. And let me move this plastic and stuff. Okay, let me move this. Put this down here. Let's see if it'll turn over, shall we? Let's turn that off. Nothing. Okay. Not a zip zilch. Okay, let's see. Might be the battery too. Okay. We know it runs. It's just it won't start on the inside. Why is that? Why? That's hooked up. That's hooked in. This is hooked in. Hooked in down there. I wonder. All right. Well, wait a minute here. This could be the reason why. I didn't think about that at the time. Here, let's see. Let's see if that was the reason. Nope. Let's see. Bring it all the way up. Let's hope that was the reason. Nope. Neutral. No. Let's see. That battery sucks. Well, at least I know I gotta work on my ignition area and see why that's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's down again though, so that fell. So let's try this. Let's bring this up. Let's try so it's up all the way. Well, that sucks. So we'll have to. That's another thing we're gonna have to figure out on why I won't do that. But the battery, I just gotta buy a new battery. So I gotta wait. I gotta buy a new battery for it because this battery's done. But I do need. Let me go ahead and tighten this in. There we go. That takes care of that. Let's try one more thing here. All right, let's try something here. Since I got this one right here, let's try a little experiment. Let me get these off here. Let me try to put these on here and see if I'm right. There's that one. Okay, there's that one. Now let's see if I'm right here. Am I? I'm not for sure. Well, I don't need. Now let's see. There's turn signal. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Everything's messed up now. It's all whacked out. Here, so let me see. Here, let me hook this battery jumper up. See what this one will do. Right here. You ready? Nothing. That might be why. Okay, that don't work, does it? Okay, let's see if it's still this dead. No, it'll go, but it won't go here for some reason. So let me do the ignition thing and see. I mean, it should work. At least that works the way I do it. But let's find out. Let's turn the ignition on and see if it'll work like this. If it works like this, it's something in here. Let's see. Nope. Everything's touching. So, well, and we got this back here now, which this is the reverse light, and I have the slightest idea why it's on, but it's not on over here. Yeah, and it's still on. This one over here is not on at all. And right here's the reverse light right here. It's on the other side. And I have the slightest idea why. So everything's still a little bit messed up in here. So I think what I'll do is I'll just call it. See if I can get it to turn over good. Let's try that. Nope. That battery's done gone. That battery's done. Now let's put this back on. Now let's try. See if we can get this to turn over. Now let me bring you up front. Now most all this is trial and error on stuff. I can get it running, but I gotta get my fill pump turned on. See, my jumper over there will kick it. Let me wait a second. My fill pump's not on right now. I can turn my fill pump on and start it. So here, let me do that. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get something. Here, this is my other gauge cluster right here. I'll probably take that back inside with me because I'm not going to hook it up on now. Now let me hook this in. I got the fill pump going. Now let's see what happens. got a leak right here that I gotta take care of. Ooh, I smell bad gas. Well, we know it runs. Okay, my thing just went. So we know it runs. I don't know why Doggy's doing what he's doing, but he's out running amok. So Doggy's running amok right now. But we know it runs, but I do have a gas leak right here. You can see this gas leak right here. See it dripping? So that's more stuff I gotta fix on this. Let me turn this fuel pump off. Okay. There's the fuel pump. Put this back here. Got that stuff. Okay, so I gotta find out why it's not working with the ignition. I gotta set something up in there different, I guess, or whatever I gotta do in there. I gotta be able to set this up right, so this is right. Honestly, my best bet would just have it sent in and have somebody else do it in customs or something like that, but that takes money, which I don't have. And I'm not selling a house just to do it, so I think I'll keep both. I think I'll keep my houses. But this will be another one later, so I'll keep working on it here and there and see what I can do with it until I either buy more parts or figure something else, find my books on it, go through my books and stuff like that, see what I can figure out. But I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay blessed and have a great week and a good coming weekend. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay blessed. Thank you. Stay blessed.